Always tracking, always alerting. Here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
Again, Adam, two great elements. Hit the door or hit the outside, and beautiful skies. A star's like staring right at me. Then I get in the car, turn it on, and windshield wipers, and a few feet down the road, windshield wipers. And so you're balancing that beautiful night act with a lot of humidity.
Yeah, and I mean, just touching your door handle, your hand gets soaked from all the moisture that's on there.
Yeah, and I don't have Alex to wipe it on her shoulder today, which we know she'd love.
Oh yeah, you know, she would be in hog's heaven with that. But Scott, we got that high humidity again. We also have some fog that's developing. This is our Queen City of the Teche camera in New Iberia, atop the Community First Bank building. A light layer of fog showing up here across the city. And we're going to have to watch this because there's been a lot of cane fires burning across the region. Sometimes, like what we saw in New Orleans yesterday, you can get that smoke plus the fog, and it can create some very hazardous driving conditions. There's not any of that showing up quite yet, but we still have a few hours to go with that fog potential here across Acadiana. Although visibilities have really tanked here in Morgan City down to a quarter mile, half a mile in Abbeville, 3/4 of a mile in New Iberia, 5 in Lafayette. So I fully expect that through the remainder of the morning time, those those visibilities will come down. Temperatures may also come down. In fact, the cool spot is Abbeville with a temperature of 60 as they're reporting fog. It's 63 in Ville Platte and in Opelousas, 65 in Jennings, 64 in Lafayette. Now, we've been watching this area of high pressure that's out to our east slowly working its way to the east. That's in return building up these southerly winds that's adding in the moisture leading to that fog potential for the day. And we're going to see that fog finally dissipate sometime around 9 o'clock, and then through the rest of the morning, sun and clouds will mix. Now, there's going to be a lot of clouds out there, 81 by lunchtime, and then this afternoon likely reaching those mid-80s in a lot of spots, but we'll also see some very gusty winds, at times gusting 20 to 25 miles an hour. Not expecting any rain today. Your evening planner shapes up like this. Temperatures coming down from 80 degrees by 5 o'clock to 77 by 6, 73 by 7 p.m. And then tonight we see those temperatures in the mid-60s again. Cool and damp, patchy fog. Tomorrow, after starting off with those damp conditions, will be in the 80s with an isolated shower late in the day. And here's how those rain chances stack up in the days ahead. We pick up Futurecast here tomorrow at midday. There's a front that's going to be back out to our west. Now this front works its way slowly down to the south. Tomorrow, outside of an isolated shower, we're not going to see much. But as we get into the day on Friday, that changes here. So you can see this is around midnight here on your Thursday into Friday, still not seeing much rain. But then by the morning time on Friday, a few showers start to show up across Acadiana. And then as we get to around 10, 11 o'clock there, we should see a good widespread amount of rain around the region. Now this rain is mainly going to be during the afternoon hours here on your Friday. So that's going to help us out for much of the day. Unfortunately though, we will have to be aware if that front that I was mentioning stalls down around the coast or on top of us. The farther offshore it goes, the lower our rain chances get, but we'll still stick with some clouds through the weekend. The closer it is to us, the higher those rain chances will be. Right now, we're going generally for about a 30 to 40% chance of rain all the way through early next week. So this isn't just a one and done thing with this front. If it does stall out, we could actually see some wet times here in Acadiana.
You know, even with just 30%, we haven't seen 30% in a while either.
Especially an extended 30%. Yeah. You know, it's not just a one day of 30. Yeah, 3-4 days in a row. So hopefully we can make up some on that drought too.
All right. Thank you, Adam. Okay, now let's look at this because this is very weather related.